Abu Dhar said, what is the difference between the black dog and the red or yellow dog? He's asking, hey, really? Yeah, hey. Now, this comes from Tafsir Ibn Kathir, but the URL is obsolete, but you can find it. What's the difference? Aren't all dogs the same? No, the black dog is a devil. So, black dogs are devils. A skinny black man looks like Satan. A dream Muhammad has of a black woman, sign of disease breaking out among the Muslims. On the day of judgment, faces will be turned black. You'll have a black face if you go to hell, and your face will turn white if you go to paradise. Muhammad owned black slaves, sold black slaves, and if you say Muhammad is a black man, you'll be killed. And according to sound traditions, Muhammad said Allah stroke the left side of Adam back, and a whole race of people that look like black ants came out saying, these are for hell and I don't care. And then he stroked the right side and a race came out looking like white ants and he goes, these are for paradise, I don't care. Get ready. I'm shocking you. The reason why I'm going slow is because you're going to be disgusted at this man. Let me show you an example of how cruel and evil this man was, like a narcissist. But his followers who are demonized, blinded by him, will only focus on his good qualities, ignore the bad qualities, or justify those bad qualities, or say these are inauthentic sources, even though it's their sources. Their sources. Did you know what Muhammad did? He ordered that a 120-year-old Jewish man and a nursing mother be slaughtered, murdered, all because they lampooned him in poetry. Sariya of Umair bin Addi, okay? Sariya of Salim ibn Umair, right here, Ibn Sa'ad's Kitab al-Tabaqat al-Kabir. Muslim sources, right? Volume 2, pages 30-31. Watch. Get ready to get sick. Then occurred the Sariya, pray perfect health, vigor for this throat by the power of the blood of Lord Jesus Christ. Satan will not win. Umair ibn Addi ibn Kharasha al-Khatmi against Asma bint Marwan. Get ready. Asma bint Marwan. Okay? What was her crime? She lampooned Muhammad in poetry, seeing how evil he was, and inciting the people to do something against this tyrant. Banu Umayyah ibn Zayd, when 5 nights had remained from the month of Ramadan, the beginning of the 19th month from the Hijrah of the Apostle of Allah. Hijrah means, right, 5 nights had remained from the month of Ramadan, in the beginning of the 19th month from the Hijrah. This means Muhammad had now traveled to Medina. He had now settled in Medina. Hijrah means he made pilgrimage to Medina. Asma was the wife of Yazid ibn Zayd ibn Hisn al-Khatmi. She used to revile Islam. Do you blame her? Offend the Prophet and instigate the people against him. She composed verses. She lampooned him in poetry. Umair ibn Addi came to her in the night and entered her house. Her children were sleeping around her. There was one whom she was suckling. He searched her with his hand because he was blind, meaning he couldn't see too well. He could see enough to find his way, but not clear enough. He separated the child from her. He thrust his sword in her chest till it pierced up to her back. This is Islam. See that? Do you guys see that? A woman nursing her baby. He thrust the sword so deep into her, it went out her back. What was her crime? Did she take weapons and try to kill Muslims? This is Islam. Yeah, I'm going to show you, Wani, where you can find all this. You can talk about it. We're going to tell you it's weak. It's weak. Yeah, okay. Is that why you guys are doing it now? Because it's weak? When you have the upper hand? When your jihadis go out and do the very things? Now notice how sick Muhammad is. When the man killed her, he then offered the morning prayers with the Prophet at Al-Medina. The apostle of Allah said to him, have you slain the daughter of Marwan? He said, yes. Is there something more for me to do? He said, no. 2 goats will not butt together about her. In other words, no one is going to even make a you or a cry about her. She's insignificant. She's not important. Don't worry about her. This was the word that was first heard from the Apostle of Allah. The Apostle of Allah called Umayr Basir, the seeing. No, you really see. Okay? But now let's go on. The Sariya of Salim ibn Umayr. I say Salim because my brother's name is Salim. Spelled the same, but Salim. Then occurred the Sariya of Salim ibn Umayr al-Amri against Abu Afaq, the Jew, and Shawwal, at the beginning of the 20th month from the Hijrah of the Apostle of Allah. Now remember, he's now safe in Medina. When he was in Mecca, he was a little coward. He taught tolerance and coexistence because he was outnumbered. They know they would flatten him. But now he's the head of state. He's in Medina. He's got jihadis, mercenaries, robbers, whom he can send at night to assassinate and murder folks. Look what he does to this Jewish man. Abu Afaq was how old? Okay. Was from Banu Amr ibn Auf and was an old man who attained the age of 120 years. Yep, people did live. Some people did live to be old. He was a Jew and used to instigate the people against the Apostle of Allah, compose satirical verses. Salim ibn Umayr, who was one of the great weepers who had participated in Badr, said, I take a vow that I shall either kill Abu Afaq or die before him. He waited for an opportunity until a hot night came and Abu Afaq slept in an open place. Salim ibn Umayr knew it, so he placed the sword on his liver and pressed it till it reached his bed. The enemy of Allah screamed. It's what they did to a 120-year-old man. See that? This is what they did to a 120-year-old man. He pierced him with a sword through his liver. Can you imagine the pain? He screamed, and the people who were his followers rushed to him, took him to his house, and teared him, and he died. Now let me show you where you can find more of this. If you go to Answering Islam, right here. Let me get you the link. Okay. And the Muslims are upset that we're simply quoting their sources. We're simply quoting their sources. Even if you say it's fictional, these are made-up stories, what does it tell you about the mindset of Muhammad and his followers? What sick, demonized, demented human being would make up a story praising the murder of a 120-year-old man and a nursing mother? So even if it's something made up, that still tells you their mindset, that they're sick, demented, demonized, that they relish in such murders. After all, why would you make up a story of your prophet condoning the murder of a nursing woman and a 120-year-old man if Islam is not demonic and produces such people with such mindsets? Right? So when you go here, let me get you the link, tell you how to navigate this. Go here. Now, you may need a proxy server because this website is banned in many Muslim countries. I wonder why. I wonder why. So, you go here, Muhammad, pray my throat is getting better in Jesus' name, and watch this section where it says his treatment of his enemies. Muhammad and his personal enemies. Muhammad's excessive cruelty. And here you go. A whole list of people he murdered in cold blood without mercy. Ka'b bin al-Ashraf, right? Asma bint Marwan, Abu Afaq. Okay, there it goes. Right there. And then, one of the best at exposing Islam is a brother of Christ, a brother in the Lord, a friend of mine named Silas. That's his pen name. He wrote some fabulous articles. These are some of the oldest articles, some of the first articles on our website, exposing how evil and filthy Muhammad is. Here it is. So go here. See it? Go here and look at the material. Now here, Silas, this is the link to Silas, right here. Muhammad and the rape of the female slaves. Muhammad and the murder of Abu Afaq, Asma bint Marwan, Kabal Ashraf. Muhammad even told a Muslim he could use deception to feign friendship with Ka'b, earn his trust, and murder him. Do you know that? And if you really want, do you really want to get sick? Do you want me to read some of these murders? Do you really want to get sick? See why you have to hate Muhammad as much as you hate Satan? Because if Satan became man, he'd be Muhammad. You got to hate this man. You got to hate this man. Okay. You want to get sick, right? The Iranians. All right. Look what he did to these people. Let me go to my article on this. Let me show you because I think I have. Okay. Let me get you sick. Okay. Let me really get you sick. And a Muslim tried his best to refute it because back then we couldn't do live streams. We would write written rebuttals. Okay. Yeah, Muhammad's excessive cruelty. Here it is, but then I also have responses, right? Muhammad's excessive cruelty. Let me get you the article. You ready? Narrated Anas bin Malik, Sahih Bukhari, book 52, number 261. A group of 8 men from the tribe of Uqil came to the Prophet, and then they found the climate of Medina unsuitable for them. So they said, "O Allah's apostle, provide us with some milk." Allah's apostle said, "I recommend that you should join the herd of camels." So they went and drank the urine and the milk of the camels as medicine. So Muhammad, the doctor, said, "Drink camel urine and milk for medicine," till they became healthy and fat. Genius. Camel urine and milk. Genius. Then they killed the shepherd, drove away the camels, and they became unbelievers after they were Muslims. When the Prophet was informed by a shouter for help, he sent some men in their pursuit, and before the sun rose high, they were brought, and he had their hands and feet cut off. Then he ordered 4 nails, which were heated, passed over their eyes, and they were left in the hara. They asked for water, and nobody provided them with water till they died. This is the Prophet of mercy. This is the Prophet of mercy. Do you see it? Do you see the torture? He had their hands and feet cut off. He put nails, hot nails, in their eyes. And then they were left to die from thirst. And so you don't think I'm lying. Let's see here. Let's go to sunnah.com. See if this comes up. Here it is. Bukhari and Muslim. Right here. Mishkat al-Masabih. Found in Bukhari and Muslim. See, I just put it in. Anas told, let me go a little lower one, okay. Anas told that some people of Uqul who had come to the Prophet, accept Islam, found Medina unhealthy. So he ordered them go to the camels of the Sadaqah and drink some of their urine and their milk. They did so and became well, after which they apostatized. So they left Islam, they killed the herdsman, the shepherd, and drove off the camels. Okay. All right, they killed someone. Kill them if you want capital punishment. But no, he tortured them. So he sent people in pursuit of them. When they were brought, he had their hands and feet cut off and their eyes put out and left them to die without cauterizing them to stop the flow of blood. A version says nails were driven in their eyes. Another says he ordered nails to be heated, and after having them blinded with them, he had them thrown out on the Hara, and although they begged for water, they were left to die without being given any. Are you disgusted with this man? You see why I say you have to hate him as much as you hate Satan? Watch here. This right here. Get ready. This is Muhammad. This is Muhammad. Sahih, right? Grade Sahih. Sunan Abi Dawud, book 39, hadith 43-48. Grade Sahih. Sahih, right? Al-Albani? Okay, get ready. Get sick. Chapter, the ruling regarding one who reviles the Prophet. Did you know under Islamic law, insulting Muhammad means you are to be killed, right? Insulting Muhammad means you are to be killed. Did you know that? So that's why the Turkish government summoned apostate prophet to Turkey to appear in court. Yeah, he's going to book it first class. 40 prescribed punishments. Kitab al-Hudud. Chapter 2. The ruling regarding one who reviles the Prophet. Narrated Abdullah ibn Abbas. A blind man had a slave mother who used to abuse the Prophet and disparage her. He forbade her, but she did not stop. All she did was make fun of Muhammad, insult Muhammad. He rebuked her, but she did not give up her habit. One night, she began to slander the Prophet and abuse him. Now watch. A blind man, right? His sex slave, his concubine. So he took a dagger, placed it on her belly, pressed it and killed her. He stabbed her. He took a knife, plunged it in her belly, stabbed her and killed her dead. See that? Now, did Muhammad rebuke him? Now, what was her crime? Did she kill anybody? Did she try to poison Muhammad? What was her crime? He took a knife, plunged in her belly, killed her dead. Now, watch how sick this is. A child came between her legs, was smeared with the blood that was there. A child, her child, because she gave him children, had the blood of his mother smeared on him because his father murdered her. When the morning came, the Prophet was informed about it. This is Islam, folks. This is what they want to do to us. Now watch how he responded. He assembled the people and said, I adjure by Allah, the man who has done this action, and I adjure him by my right to him that he should stand up. Now he didn't know why he killed her. Jumping over the necks of the people and trembling, the man stood up. He sat before the Prophet and said, Messenger of Allah, I am her master. She used to abuse and disparage you. I forbade her, but she did not stop. I rebuked her, but she did not abandon her habit. I have 2 sons like pearls from her. He murdered the mother of his sons. So his sons will grow up knowing that their father murdered their mother. She was my companion. See that? Last night she began to abuse and disparage you, so I took a dagger, put it on her belly, and pressed it till I killed her. Thereupon the Prophet said, O be witness, no retaliation is payable for her blood. No punishment. No retaliation is payable for her blood. You did right. Good for you for murdering the mother of your children because he simply insulted me.